We also signed somebody. Yay, good news. Breon Borders got signed here at the veteran corner. And guys, this is a story that we have to tell you guys. That'll take probably 20 minutes just to tell you how long of a career he's had and what teams he's played on here. So let me give you the rundown on this. 29 years old, 6 foot even, 189 pounds, originally an undrafted rookie free agent out of Duke in 2017. So as Sneaky comes in there. Sneaky, what's up, man?
So Sneaky. What's up, Sneaky?
If you guys, for those of you, especially on YouTube, makes it very easy because that's where he happened to comment on. You see that little logo in the bottom left-hand corner. Go to that man's page and hit the subscribe. Very good Giants content creator.
Listening.
I pop onto his program all the time. Ironically enough, usually when I'm done editing ours, it's like, okay, let me just pop in real quick. But yeah, it's a really good show. It gets a lot of good guests actually. Because of that, man, I got to talk to Tiki Barber. So I'm just saying, he's got some connections there. So go ahead and like and subscribe to him as well, man. All right. Anyway, career-wise, 32 games. 6 starts, 42 tackles, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery, 1 QB hit, 7 passes deflected. Now, keep in mind, he's 29 years old. He's been in the league since 2017. What does that tell you? He hasn't played a lot in the league, guys.
He's a backup.
This is, you know what it is. Camp body.
Pretty much.
That's what it is. It's that time here. So his best season was in 2020 with the Titans, who was on the staff of the Titans at the time. Our new defensive coordinator, Shane Bowen. 5 starts that year, 27 tackles, 5 passes deflected, interception. So most of his stats he's had for his career. 411 of his 526 defensive snaps, guys. That's where he's at that 1 year. 80% basically of his entire NFL career in that 1 year. He has spent time with 13 teams now that he's been signed by the Giants. 13! Guys, that's more than a third of the league. Let's run it down. I got 2 pages of notes here. That was all I wanted to take here, guys. Fair warning. So he starts off being signed as an undrafted rookie free agent with the Raiders, where he spent some time on the practice squad. The Bills then signed him off the Raiders practice squad, but he was cut the following September when he couldn't make the final 53. He was later signed to the Texans practice squad, who released him less than a month later. He's then signed to the Jaguars practice squad in October 2018 and promoted to the active roster in December. In December of 19, he's then released, and they re-signed him to the practice squad, only to have him plucked by Washington weeks later. Washington then cuts him in March of 2020. The Steelers signed him that April, but then cut him in August of 2020. The Dolphins then cleaned him off of waivers, only to cut him when he didn't make the final roster in September. He's then signed weeks later by the Titans practice squad, where he went back and forth between the practice squad and active roster until December of 21. That is when the Cardinals signed him to their active roster, only to waive him a month later, and then sign him back a week after that, and then yet cut him again in August of 22. Chicago then signed him to their practice squad in November, then put him on their active roster in December, but he wasn't re-signed for 23. Instead, he signed with the Falcons of June of 23, and then cut in August. The Patriots then signed him to their practice squad, and he spent the year there. Now he's a Giant. Whew! I try to go fast for you guys.
About to say, you need a glass of water?
That's a lot we just went through, guys. 13 teams. Now, there are people who may say, why would a guy who's played for 13 teams want to continue this career? Well, 12, I guess now is this 13. You played at the time 12 teams.
Yeah.
Here's why, guys. This man has earned $2.67 million in his career, guys. This is why I keep telling you guys. People are like, why do people keep playing football? Because you tell me where, and I don't care what career you're in. At 29 years old, you've already earned almost $3 million. There's not many places that give you that kind of opportunity, guys. Only in American football. I mean, that's just the fun of it. I mean, you enjoy playing the game, great, keep playing it, because even if you are a guy who's a borderline player, you're going to make some money in the process. Plus, once you've earned, I think, 10 years, is when you really start hitting all the I remember who it was now. It was a guy, Connor Barwin, I think it was who it was on a show. I saw him talking about it. He was 10 years in the league when he retired, and that got him up to $70,000 a year he gets in pension.
Oh.
Plus what he made as a player. So, yeah, guys.
Plus, Joe.
This is why guys keep on playing, because they make some money. So, and again, he's a borderline NFL player, guys. I don't expect much of him. I think they brought him in because he's got some familiarity with Bowen. They want an extra body. You know, to see what kind of corresponding move happens with that, because again, Theo Johnson comes off the pup. They cut Nathan O'Rourke. I haven't heard a corresponding move here. So I'd expect to probably hear another move here soon. Whenever I guess somebody comes off the pup at that point, was to have the spot. But yeah, don't expect much, guys. Don't expect much. This is a guy that if he makes the roster, I'll be shocked, to be very frank with you. I'm not trying to be mean, not trying to put the guy down before he even puts the uniform on. Just trying to be realistic with what his numbers and his career says he is. He's a borderline guy. And if he makes the roster, he's got some experience in Shane Bowen's, defense. But he's probably to be more the veteran guy that comes in and helps with the secondary learning, the system and the process. Probably sits in the practice spot potentially. And if you need him because of an injury, you got a guy who knows the system. There's worse things to have than that. There are worse things to have than that. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.